So Enlisted has given us a new event squad via the NKVD event, and this is the MG39 squad, or for those who really want to get classy and are interested in the name of the squad, this is officially called the 28th Infantry Division, 49th Jaeger Regiment. In this video, we're going to be talking about the history, the weapon history, the stats, and whether or not you should use it in actual combat. But without further ado, this video has been made possible for the friends at Discord. If you want to get help to grind faster, or if you want to play with other players of Enlisted caliber, which are good players, then I highly suggest that you join the Discord. But that said, let's get started. Starting with the history, the German Jaeger divisions were essentially specialized units to fight especially in difficult terrain such as foothills, roughlands, and urban areas. These were technically used to outflank or to use them as smaller divisions to outmaneuver larger divisions. One of such Jaeger division was the 28th Infantry Division, which later became the 28th Jaeger Division. This was obviously in 1942, whereas the unit was created in 1936. It first seen action in Crimea from what we have documented, and it primarily then fought in the Leningrad front, participating in Operation Bagration, and then was later destroyed in 1945. The weapon we have is the MG39. The MG39 was an improvement of the MG34, of which Rheinmetall and other major companies were trying to design a better MG34. Designs and mock-up proposals were submitted in October of 1937, and then Grossfuss AG, which provided one of the best solutions, which included a unique recoil operation roller locking mechanism where two completing entries such as a gas selected system, and a Rheinmetall, which used their entry, the said entry, to use and incorporate into their MG39. But no further records of such development of the MG39 existed, and prototypes did not go on. The only MG39 we have right now is in Prague in the Czech Republic. That said, with the history and the weapons out of the way, let's move on to the stats. The stats that we have right now is different from the last video, in the sense that the reload has been increased to 4.1 instead of 5.6, so that's good. The MG39 has a hit power of 13.2 and a muzzle velocity of 750. The rate of fire is unchanged at 1300, and it's really good in vertical recoil at 16, but horizontal is lacking at 11. The 50 round magazine is going to be a pain even with the reload time decrease, so that's that. Finally, let's move on to the verdict, and the verdict is simple. Similar to that of the MG42, which should come as literally no surprise to any of you. This thing has one of the highest rate of fire in game. As a matter of fact, as of right now, I do think it is the highest rate of fire. It is much faster than the MG42 that we have in game right now. This means, with the 50 rounds, you will be essentially burning through ammo faster than you will be using it, meaning you essentially have to burst fire this thing. The reload is also going to be a problem because it's going to be 4 seconds, much better than the 5 seconds that Enlisted did kind of leak to us last time. But still, 4 seconds is going to be a pain, especially for a machine gun that has only 50 rounds. The good thing is that it's pretty accurate at range, and the recoil, at least in terms of vertical recoil, is very manageable. The horizontal recoil is something different in the sense that the horizontal recoil tends to go to left or right, but once again, you can control it if you bipod it down, which it does have the bipod. So that's going to be good. In all reality, this is a long-range machine gun, and that has insane rate of fire, of which you will only be using burst, unless you're in close combat, which I actually do not suggest that you do because of the 4 second reload. That said, to recap this entire section, I highly suggest that you use this as a supporting role. Do not go in and fight your enemies, because it's not really worth it, because you will be shot once you have to reload, and trust me, it happens more than often. Honestly, I would actually not really like to use the squad because there's a lot of better machine guns out there, and the Germans really don't need machine guns because their assault rifles are just that good. Overall, you can use it, you can get it, it is mostly a long-range weapon, but personally I wouldn't like to use it. That's it, that's all it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next one.